motorcycle. Yay! Good morning. Today getting out of bed was really, really hard. These days it's cold, like very cold. And my feet are always cold, but problem solved. My feet won't be cold today because I'm wearing, those socks that they hang on the Christmas. Those socks that they hang at Christmas time. The socks that they sell around Christmas. Those really thick. The socks. I don't know what you call them on your side of town. I don't know. I just call them Christmas socks. So yeah, I'm wearing Christmas socks this morning. And my feet are warm. What's the saying? They say there's two things that you can't do. You can't overdo. There's only two things in life that you can't overdo. You can't be overdressed, and you can't be over educated. Yeah, you can't be over educated, and you can't be overdressed. Yeah, that's a lie. I'm really overdressed. Like, I'm on a motorcycle out in the wind, but I feel really hot. Like, I'm sweating. I've just got I've got too many layers on. It's not even raining, but I'm wearing a raincoat, guys. Who does that? Not only am I wearing a raincoat, I'm wearing two raincoats, and I'm not even wearing them on top. Okay, let me just describe the whole situation. My whole clothing situation right now. So of course, at the bottom of everything, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Let me be a little more detailed. I mean, the detail. There's nothing wrong with putting a little bit of detail. So it's a black t-shirt with a V-neck. So it's a V-neck, black, long-sleeved t-shirt. Yes, it's already long-sleeved, by the way. And then on top of that, I'm wearing a hoodie. Not a thin, flimsy hoodie, like not a little windbreaker kind of thing. I'm wearing a proper cotton hoodie. The hoodie is from Cape Talk. If you've ever seen one, it's pretty thick. And then on top of that hoodie, I'm wearing a raincoat jacket. And then on top of that raincoat jacket, I'm wearing another raincoat jacket. One not yet done. Oh, it's a red robot. Well, I'm late to work, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there on time, so we're doing the white line. Not anymore. Okay, we are not doing the white line anymore because traffic is moving now. Not that I can't do it. I could, but I'm just not in the mood. And besides, I'm talking about something very, very important. I'm talking about my outfit situation right now. So where were we? Did I say raincoat? Did I say hoodie? I think I said hoodie. Then there's a raincoat on top of the hoodie. And then another rain jacket on top of that rain jacket, which means I'm wearing two raincoats. And then on top of the raincoat, I'm wearing a small winter jacket. It's a button-up jacket. It also has a hoodie, but I'm not wearing the hoodie because I'm wearing a helmet. So on top of the two rain jackets, I'm wearing another jacket that you button up. And then on top of that jacket, I'm wearing a puffer jacket. And we all know that puffer jackets are really warm. So I'm wearing a pink. So the jacket is black. The raincoats are both blue. I always buy blue raincoats, blue or green. The jacket is black. Where were we? We said the jacket. Oh, then we said there's a puffer jacket on top of the jacket. The puffer jacket is pink. I just got this thing because it was the last one. It was on sale, but pink is not ideal. It gets dirty fast. Like, I can see all the dirt on my puffer jacket, and that's not cool. I love dark colors. I love it black, brown, maybe navy blue. Yeah, I don't like bright colors because of the dirt thing. Anyway, so that's not the end. And then on top of my puffer jacket, my pink puffer jacket, people, I am wearing my motor jacket. So the motor jacket is the one that's for protection, you know, just in case, you know, the padded motor jackets. Yeah. So all in all, if you were paying attention, how many jackets do you think I'm wearing? Don't go back in your mind and count. Just like say a number based on what I have been saying. And also, please include the raincoats. I'm also gonna try this challenge. So from the top of my head, I feel like I'm wearing 5 jackets. Okay. If you said 5, let's check and verify. You can post how many jackets you think I'm wearing in the comment section. Anyway, let's verify. So 1, the long sleeved t-shirt is not a jacket. Okay, it doesn't count. Okay, wait, just a slight detour in our conversation. I'm just checking my mirrors. A big part of riding a motorcycle is checking your mirrors. You have to know that the situation behind you is always changing. It doesn't stay the same, especially if you want to change a lane. Things change fast. Right now there's only one person behind me, and they're really far away. Everybody else is in the fast lane. Oh yeah, this is the slow lane, by the way. Our motorcycle is only 125 cc's. Yeah, she's only 125. So we don't have the privilege of getting into the fast lane. So yeah, we're in the slow lane. Oh, and the slow lane is moving. Okay, 86 kilometers per hour isn't that fast. I think our baby can only hit like 125. Yeah, definitely. Maybe one. I don't even know anymore, because I don't even try to go fast these days. I'm just so comfortable in the slow lane. I just enjoy the ride. It's just really nice to be sitting out here, out in the wild. I know it's not exactly the wild, because, you know, there's civilization and there's a road, but the wind, I'm basically out in the raw elements. You know what I mean? There's nothing much shielding me from the dangers out there, unlike a car. You know what I mean? People say that motorcycles are dangerous because of this, but I feel like the cars of today provide a false sense of safety. Is this really like the metal that is used to make the body of a car? Is it really strong enough? Doesn't it deform easy under impact? And these cars don't even have bumpers. I just feel like it's a false sense of safety. It's just being in a plastic bubble. Yeah. The material used to make car bodies, what is that? But I have seen cars in a car crash, and they easily deform. Very easy. Yeah, it's not that strong. I know that there's a whole load in front of you, like the front of the car is very long, and if you hit someone from the front, if you hit someone head on, or a lot of the engine, I'm talking about proper cars. I'm not talking about electric vehicles. I don't know how electric vehicles are like under the hood, like under the bonnet. I'm talking about just good old petrol, diesel cars, like the ones mom and dad like the ones mom and dad are still driving. Are your parents now driving electric? Are you driving electric? We are not yet electric. We still use diesel, and everybody around me right now is on diesel. I can see that. Anyway, so if you open the bonnet of a diesel petrol car, of an old school car, you're gonna find the engine, the radiator, and all that. So I guess the full sense of safety comes with knowing that when you hit someone head on, all those things need to be destroyed before the danger gets to you on the driver's seat. I get that because, guys, I woke up late. We woke up late. Okay, there's no we, there's only I. I woke up late, so I don't have the luxury of standing behind cars in traffic. Hence why I'm doing the white line. Yeah, so the white line is basically when you get on this line in the middle of the road, this dotted white line. Yeah, that's why we call it the white line. I don't know what they call it in your county, in your neighborhood, whatever. But then with the white line, you have to be careful because you never know what a car is gonna do. You see, Clio is changing lanes. Don't ask me why I called her Clio, because the car is written Clio. She's changing lanes. Oh, that's Clio from H2O, just that water. That's a conversation for another day. And also, this learner driver is not exactly, they're almost like trying to get on the white line. They're acting like a motorcycle. Some cars don't respect us. They want to drive on the white line themselves. For example, this Hyundai. Please, just move, get out of the way. Some people do that. I don't know if they're oblivious or if they're just impatient and they're trying to look ahead. I don't know. Yeah, so I was saying that's the false sense of safety that comes with the car. And also, I don't know if it's false anymore because it is true that for the damage to get to you, it has to pass through the engine, the radiator, the batteries, everything in the front, the dashboard, boom, and then it gets to you. And then also, whoa, we don't know what she's gonna do. And then also from the point of getting hit from the back, a car again provides a false sense of distance because there's a boot at the back of your car, there's a back seat. So you believe, oh, if somebody hits me from the back, there's so much more to squash before they get to me. But is that true? Is it though? How does a car body deform under impact? Story for another day. I can study that. I can look into that. It seems to be instantaneous. I've watched those videos on YouTube that show I think they're AI. I don't know. That show vehicles hitting a dead end, like vehicles hitting a wall or something, or those dummy videos when they put a dummy on the wheel and then it drives into an obstacle or into a wall and they want to see how that car is going to deform. I've watched those and it was looking really nasty, but I've never watched the ones for a motorcycle. You know what, at the end of the day, people are right. You are so right. Because you see this red car, it's like it wants to get on the white line, but the white line is mine. It's for motorcycles. Yeah, I was saying the argument of, is it really that safe? Is the car really safer than a motorcycle? Well, you can't really beat it because at the end of the day, I'm outside and they're inside of something. And if something were to happen to me, I could easily be flung off and thrown into God knows what. And I think that's way more dangerous than sitting with the object that is being destroyed. It's better to be in one place, and I think somebody was doing their wipers because there's some liquid that just hit my helmet. More disadvantages of being out on a motorcycle. But then, okay, police, sirens, what's going on? And I said, hey, I said, hey, what's going on? Major advantage of being on a motorcycle is that when traffic is packed like this, you get to do the white line and you don't get to stand and wait like these people. Bam. And right now that's good for me because I am late to work. I know, I am aware that we have unfinished business. We were talking about the number of jackets that I'm wearing, and I made people vote. I made you guys vote, and I said 5, and we're still to verify. We'll verify after we get to the end of this white line channel. I need, to fully concentrate because these cars are unpredictable. Someone could just want to change lanes abruptly, and then I have to deal with that. Someone just changed lanes. Oh, someone is indicating. Oh, okay, looks all right now. Now I'm going to be riding beside a truck. Okay, over. Oh, there's another truck. We can do this. Let's go, Yaprak. Let's go. Yay! Okay, now it's just a maze of cars. And I'm seeing something that I've never actually noticed before. Most of the cars are just white. Why? Why do people buy white cars? Why is white the most popular color? So I have a cool thing that we can do. We need to pick a color of a car that we think is not that common. Black is common. I already established that most of the cars here are white. Pink is way too uncommon. The color needs to be not common and yet not too uncommon. For example, we can't choose yellow because people almost never have yellow cars. At the same time, we can't choose black because a lot of cars are black. So the color needs to be an intersection between rare and not common, but not too rare. The idea is every time when I spot a car of that color, I have to mention it, and then everybody takes a drink of whatever beverage they are holding, be it a coffee, whiskey. I hope it's not whiskey because this is early in the morning and we should be going to work, people. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the sexy motorcycle move. What is that move? It's when you get into spaces where cars could never fit just because you can. So right now I'm basically doing a white line. Arrest me. I'm just joking. Don't arrest me. I might have gotten back into my lane too quick. A little too quick because now traffic has slowed down. Oh, but it's picking up again. Let's go. I'm waiting for the big moment when we get into the freeway. I really want to be in the freeway. Please, I just want to be in the freeway. Just a few more minutes and we'll be in the freeway. Oh. Okay, let's take an exit. Where's this car going? Let's take the exit. Exit. Yes. Oh, no. Okay, we're almost there. We just need to... And then we're almost there. So ahead of you guys is the freeway. And we're going to be in the slow lane again as usual. Okay, I can't get in now because there's a car. There's a Suzuki. Oh, no, you can go. Oh, that was very courteous of me. Giving them way because they are faster than me. Almost every car in this road has a bigger engine than me, so even if I leave them, they will catch up to me. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we were saying the color of a car. What about green? No. What about silver? No. What about orange? Okay, let's do it for blue. Every time I see a blue car, whether it's dark blue or light blue, we're taking a drink. Okay? Yay! Now we have a drinking game. No blue cars in sight. So yeah, let's get back to the conversation about the jackets. Oh, there's a blue car in front of me. That's like, okay, do I have to get close enough for you guys to see like the brand? Come on. The camera is recording in 2 points no, is it 4K resolution? No, it's not. It's 2.7. I think you can see it's a blue car. Just trust me. So everybody, let's take a drink. Oop. And then the car is gone, just like that. Okay. Anyway, I said 5 jackets. Let's do the count. So number 1, the hoodie. Yeah. then 2 rain jackets, then 3 rain jackets, then 4 black jackets, then 5 puffer jackets. Yeah, there are 5. Okay, did I miss anything? Okay, let's work backwards. Okay, so let's start from there. Oh no, there are 6. Plus the motor jacket, my black motorcycle jacket. Okay, yeah, let's start from the top. So I can obviously see my motor jacket because it's the one on top. And then under that is my puffer jacket. And then under the puffer jacket is my black jacket. That's number 3. And then number 4 is a raincoat. Number 5 is a raincoat. And number 6 is the hoodie. Yay! So I have failed dismally at this test. The answer is 6, but I said 5. Well done to anyone. Well done to those who have passed. It reminds me of this. I think it's on Ryan's YouTube channel. You know, it's funny you don't know Ryan. I'm going to explain the context pretty well. So the kid failed a test at school, and then they get home, and then they tell the mom or the dad that I failed the test, I didn't pass. And they're like, oh, you didn't pass? Okay. And then they're sitting now watching TV as a family, and then the dad is like, hey Ryan, can you pass the remote? And then he passes the remote over to his dad, and then the dad is like, at least you can pass something. Oh, that's really funny to me. So yeah, if you didn't pass the test of the jackets, like when I asked how many jackets I was wearing, if you also said 5, well, don't be sad, because at least we can pass the remote. So that's assuming that you can actually pass the remote. Bold of me to assume that you guys are capable of passing a remote. You know what? No, bird. I won't be mean. Anyway, let me use the terms that I think are used in the aviation business, like planes. I think we're at cruising altitude 88 kilometers per hour in the freeway, in the slow lane. There's only one car behind me. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars ahead. Nobody's putting pressure on me, because sometimes people do put pressure on you when you're being slow in the freeway. But no, not today. And then, oh, can you guys see the grid? The grid situation. This reminds me of renewable energy stuff. Yeah, I once worked in a renewable energy company. And the idea is, as an IPP, which stands for Independent Power Producer, you want to make electricity, you want to produce electricity, renewable electricity. You don't want to open a coal mine. It has to be a wind farm or a solar farm. Yeah. And after that, you want to connect that into the grid. So you can find land, you can find a place that's great, you can find a place with good wind speeds. I'm talking about a wind farm right now, not about the sun. I was working on the wind side of things. So you can find a great place where the wind speeds are high. And don't ask me why the wind speeds need to be high. Okay, it's okay. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Wind speed needs to be high in a wind farm, because you're trying to extract that. Like a wind turbine basically converts that wind energy into electricity via a generator. So the turbines capture the wind. So the movement energy in the wind translates to, rotation energy on the blades, and then the rotational energy. I forgot the actual names of the energies. I've been out of school for a while. So let's just call it rotational, kinetic, whatever. I think it's kinetic, rotational, kinetic. You know what? I don't want to embarrass myself on a public platform like this. Take whatever I'm saying with 16 kilograms of salt. A grain won't be able to save you. So the blades extract the kinetic energy from the wind and they turn it into rotational whatever, and then they transmit that to a generator, and the generator converts that rotational energy into electricity. And then what do? We pump that into the grid. Or if you want to be, or we can also store it in a battery, in batteries. Yeah, but no, ideally we just want to pump it into the grid. So yes, I was saying you could find a place that has really good winds, great, landscape for putting your turbines. But if there's no grid over there, you don't have a project, because you wanna pump the energy that you produce into the grid. So you need a grid. That's what I thought about when I saw the grid. When I saw the grid just now, like a few kilometers back, maybe 2 kilometers back. Yeah. Shout out if you work in the renewable energy industry. It is booming. The question is, are we ever going to go 100% renewable? And also, how it takes fossil fuels to enable the renewable energy movement. Because don't tell me that the companies that manufacture the wind turbines are using renewable energy. They're obviously not. It takes a lot of energy. People have talked about this. I don't really know much about the subject, but the turbines don't have an infinite lifespan. They are going to get, you need to replace them. Can you recycle turbine blades? Or even if you are recycling, you're going to be using a lot of energy. And my question is, if we're 100% renewable, is the energy from the wind farms, solar, is that going to be enough to do all the heavy duty stuff we're doing now? And mining, life is complicated. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. But then why is the renewable energy movement still attractive? Oh, I'm just resting behind the slow track. Oh, because even if it's not 100%, at least it reduces the number of coal power plants that we depend on. I don't know, the more renewable energy power plants that we have, the less coal we are mining. And also, in this rapidly changing world with all the climate change, can you really rely on the sun? Is the sun going to be here? I'm not a scientist, but I have an imagination. Is the sun always going to have our back? And also the wind. Are the wind speeds predicted to stay consistent? I don't even know. Where does wind come from? Does the ocean have anything to do with this? Do the waves in the ocean have anything to do with where wind comes from? Okay, what's a hurricane? Why is the wind too much sometimes? So much that it causes destruction. I don't know. And the truth is that if these were things that we could prevent, we would, but we don't, so we can't. Well, but then there are some places that don't get hurricanes and stuff. Maybe if we put our turbines there, nothing is ever 100%. Nothing is ever 100%. I don't know. Anyway, this conversation only started because I saw the grid and it reminded me of my days when I was still a little renewable energy intern. Yeah. Anyway, this truck is making me late, but I cannot overtake because there's so many cars coming in the next lane. That's the kind of bike that we need, that I need. But well. Yeah, and let's talk about being satisfied. Why is this thing? And why is this thing doing hazards? Or maybe he's trying to be nice to me. I don't know. I'll take what I can get. Okay. I'm gonna be taking an exit very, very soon. There's a car behind me that wants to. Okay, it changed lanes. I'm about to take an exit. Okay, I want to take my exit, but I first have to make sure that I'm not cutting anyone out. Okay, somebody's in there. Let's wait for them to finish. Oh, somebody else is in. Somebody else got in. Okay, let's wait for them to finish. And we get in after them. Okay, and we're in. We have successfully taken an exit. This ride to work is really long. It's really long. And I'm so sleepy. I didn't even have time to take a shower because I woke up late. Yeah, gross. Isn't that gross? Isn't that gross? Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay. Looks like we are officially back to civilization. We're out of the freeways. I can see buildings. Oh, yes. But do not be deceived. Work is still very, 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 no, very is an overstatement. Work is still a little bit far. A little bit far. Okay, so it's early in the morning. I'm going to work. It'd be exciting to have like something to... Blue car, drink. So there's a blue Honda right there. I don't know if you can see it. But it calls for a drink. So you guys got a drink. Okay, I was like, it's early in the morning. New day. Like what Imagine Dragons said. Another day, another dawn, another high, another low, rock bottom.
I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another low, another high, another low, rock bottom. I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another low, another high, another low, rock bottom. I'm going back to my roots.
Like I said, it would be nice to end the vlog / conversation with something like to do, something to look forward to in the day, or like a quote or something. Oh, blue car, drink. There's a blue car going across the road. Drink. Thank you. Yeah, so for me, what would that be? Today my goal is to drink as much tea as possible at work. I will drink because it's so cold. So I want to see how many cups I can drink today, and hopefully, and I'll give you guys an update. after work. Probably be on the road again after work. And we'll see what we can talk about because the conversations are very spontaneous. There's no script to this. Very unstructured. Very dependent on what I can see at the moment. And if you and you already noticed, it's a little scatterbrained. 1 minute we're talking about the jacket, and then started talking about the cars, and then before I knew it, we're talking about a blue car and the drinking game, and then we got back to the jacket. And now I'm making it my goal today to drink as much tea as possible. Yeah, so you too, drink as much as you can at work today. Let's see if you guys are gonna beat me, because in the evening, on the next video, I am going to talk about how many cups of tea I drank today, and let's see who can beat me. Let's see who can beat me. Oh, and I'm also drinking from, it's a standard mug. How big is a standard mug? Just less than like 5 centimeters tall. Yeah, standard. And then the diameter is like 5 centimeters as well. No, 3.5. No, 4. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, also something else that we can do is to measure the dimensions of our mug. So you just have to measure the height and the diameter, like the top one. I know that sometimes mugs are not like a perfect cylinder. Maybe it's tapered towards the bottom, but bottom line is it tapers towards the bottom. There's no way in hell that it can be the other way around. Like a mug to have a really, you know what, it could happen. People are getting creative these days, but my question is how would you be able to wash a mug with a very small opening and a big base at the bottom? How will your hand fit? That will cause a lot of dirt and germs to pile up. Anyway, hashtag, oh, I'm getting influenced by this dating show that I'm watching, and they always use the hashtag. If you watch Love Island, like when they send a text, they always put 2 hashtags on the text. Anyway, hashtag let's see how much tea you can drink today, and hashtag yeah, just measure the dimensions of your teacup. I'm also going to put my dimensions down in the comments below. Anyway, bye. Don't have a good day, have a great day.